I wouldn't have gone there.
Where's what I'm gonna do? You can see that right there. Nice deep look.
Obama hopes to clinch the Democratic nomination for president tonight after voters head to the polls in South
We're gonna try to pull Guinness Book of Record here. Most squares in an ashtray.
On his broadcast earlier this morning, Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, Terry McAuliffe, said until he gets the required number, she is not giving up.
There's nothing we can do. We can stop talking about solving this healthcare crisis. Actually start doing something about it. I proposed a bill that says if you already have
that shit on the news I didn't even get. I got all the bullshit.
If you don't have health insurance, then we are going to make sure that you
have Obama. But I was mentioning about Terry McAuliffe. He was saying that she will not give up until Obama gets a required number of delegates. Moving on to other news this morning, child welfare officials in Texas expect most of the more than 450 children taken from that polygamous compound to be back home today. The children began reuniting with their parents on Monday. Meantime, a leader of the religious group said that it will no longer condone underage marriages. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said today that Iran will press ahead with its nuclear program and not bow to Western pressure. On Monday, UN nuclear chief demanded full disclosure from Iran amid reports that it was researching nuclear bombs. The risky surgery on Senator Ted Kennedy's brain tumor was declared successful by his doctors. He's expected to stay at Duke Medical Center in North Carolina for about a week before going home to Massachusetts for chemotherapy and radiation. After the surgery, a family spokesperson said Kennedy told his wife he felt like $1 million. Kelsey Grammer is hospitalized in Hawaii after suffering a mild heart attack over the weekend. The 53-year-old actor is expected to be released this week. Fire officials in California now say Sunday's fire at Universal Studios was accidentally ignited by workers using a blue torch on
33, 34,
Mexican police say a driver who plowed into a cyclist on Sunday during a race in northern Mexico was drunk and asleep behind the wheel. One person was killed. 10 others were injured. The driver told police he was an American citizen. And heavy rains caused a large sinkhole to open up in West Virginia on Monday, partially swallowing an empty van that was parked nearby. The image is there. It is now 4 minutes past the hour. Let's go back outside to Matt Alone.
That's Matt Alone, right?
50,
yes, thank you, Ann. I appreciate it alone because Al has moved to the other side
52,
of the plaza.
That's right, Al.
53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61,
and unfortunately,
62, 63, 64, 65, 67,
as Atlanta and as far
68,
east as central Pennsylvania. We have tornado watches up right now just north of St. Louis,
Lucky 72,
Illinois, and moving on into parts of Indiana as well. Rainfall could be anywhere from 1 to 3 inches, but Cleveland, they could be looking at 5 inches of rain over the next 24 hours. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your
I feel like I'm losing count. 79,
moderate or slight
80,
risks today as far as severe
81,
storms goes. That's what Chicagoland is under. I'm meteorologist Susie in for Andy. Almost getting a cooler Tuesday forecast too. Cooler than yesterday.
86,
71 with a lake breeze, and it will be mostly cloudy through much of the day.
89,
That's that chance of showers
90,
and thunderstorms.
91,
becoming severe. But I gotta keep
92,
the chance of storms all the way through the
93,
end of the work week.
94,
It's going to get hot,
95,
up to 90 by
96,
Thursday. So very
97,
steamy as we wrap the week. Dry out the first part of the week.
99, 100.
Sisters from New York City, right there.
100 butts in here.
Al, thank you. This morning on Today's Woman, what do women really want? Well, you face hundreds of decisions every day. From what to eat for breakfast, to when to start a family. But according to a recent NBC Universal Meredith Corporation poll, there is no easy answer when it comes to the average American woman. Diane Salvatore is the
You see how many are left,
Let's face it, sometimes the more kids get,
same amount of cigarettes, only one fell.
So there's a lesson there.
Right. Okay, now
fucking
professionally,
bullshit.
66% of women believe they're paid less than they deserve. But there was a little bit of a gender divide between older and younger women.
Minus one cigarette.
What is the shift that you saw there?
Or unless I'm hearing something. What a
women under 30.
second cup. We don't got much time.
All in their salary, but 34% of boomers, meaning women, roughly 40 to 60, felt that, you know what, not only both groups
4,
are underestimating the facts.
5,
Women still
6,
only make 77%
7,
to every man's
8,
dollar.
Exactly.
So,
Nine,
you know, it reminds me of
10,
Chelsea Clinton out on the road thinking there's no gender discrimination in the election today until she got out there and
12,
saw people holding
13,
up signs, you know, in
14,
front of her mom saying, go home and do
15,
the laundry.
16,
So there's still work to be
17,
done there.
Yeah,
18,
absolutely. Can't say that enough. And
19,
something else that was gender related that I think
20,
caught a lot of our attention was that
21,
97% of women
22,
still prefer having a
23,
female as a child care provider, but when it comes to who they would want as a boss or CEO or president of their company, 56%
lucky
of
number
women said they felt more
27,
comfortable working with
28,
men as their employers.
Yeah, I think that really speaks to the fact that
30,
people are comfortable with what they
31,
see and have had in their lives.
2,
Gender roles are very entrenched
3,
in our culture and in our psyches. But there is good news. Again, Gen Y
6,
women say they would prefer a woman boss and a woman doctor. And one thing's immediately of Grey's Anatomy.
40,
and the fact that more women are in medical school. So that's a change in
42,
both perception and reality.
43,
Let's hope Generation Y has something to do to change that. And then the big picture here, boiling it all down, when it comes to satisfaction, and again, more good news, 66% of women satisfied with the amount of time they spend with their family, 68% are satisfied with their individual identity. So what is it that you found that women, where is it that they feel less satisfied in their
Everybody
lives?
wants more money. That was
53,
the biggest area of dissatisfaction. Women want to be
55,
more physically attractive. That's a pressure that
56,
we seem to never be off the hook from.
57,
And women are tired.
58,
They want to have more energy. And no
60,
wonder we do so much. And yet we want to do more.
It's all the pressure to
62,
balance. And
That's right.
try to be perfect.
63,
Juggling.
Diane
64,
Salvatore, thank you. Very interesting. You can read more on our website, todayshow.com. That's the
66,
survey. And still to come this morning on Today, cost-cutting tips, how to put together an
67,
entire outfit head to toe for under $100.
68,
But up next,
69,
inexpensive ways to
70,
buy, where to get it, all coming up right after this.
71, lucky 172,
Most 9-month CDs, you can't see your money for 9 months. What if you
lucky
couldn't see
72
the
right
sky for 9
now.
months, or hug your best friend, or hear
73,
music, or have a cherry berry double swirl for 9 months? This is
74,
America. You can have breakfast at 3 in the afternoon, wear white after Labor Day, have Halloween in July, and with Bank of America's risk-free CD, you can get your money out before
76 for the Declaration of Independence and the failure of
to have that kind of freedom.
the
You can with Bank of
Philly
America.
76ers.
Opportunity.
Okay, where were we? We were on the third paragraph of page 57.
Because I wish they would have beat
And you were
Detroit
saying
in the
that
first
song
round,
structure
even though
is
that's
made by
done and over with.
It's called aqueducts. And as you're writing that up on the board, your chalk broke into 3 pieces. Right.
You are blessed.
A clinical study showed kids who had a filling breakfast of frosted mini wheat cereal improved their attentiveness by
That's
nearly
it.
20%.
Look at all those ashes.
Okay, even I'm
So 176 squares, and we were just talking about Philly today, me and my boy. You gotta say, this reminds me of like the Declaration of Independence. Like, is this a sign with a number, you know? I mean, I am a Phillies fan, you know, not a big Sixers fan, but nothing against them. The Eagles, you know, hell yeah, Philadelphia Eagles. You got the Flyers, you know what I'm saying? Even though I do the Penguins better, the Pittsburgh Penguins, even though I do call them the Boston Penguins at times, like I said earlier on.
Happy Father's Day.
Bottom line, look at that, 176 square bucks came out of that ashtray.
Break it down.
Want to move Dad this Father's Day? Use music. Cards were found at today's